Hi everyone, and welcome to Unit 1, Chapter 1, Lesson 1. We are going to be spreading out this lesson over 2 days as we introduce ourselves into Earth and space science. Today we're going to be comparing rocky planets and going over habitable places in our solar system. We are starting a new science unit about Earth and space science, the study of processes on Earth and in space. Earth science is not just knowledge you can read about, it's also the process used to figure out that knowledge. You'll learn to see and investigate the world like Earth scientists. Many people look at the sky and wonder if there is life beyond Mars. Today, scientists are using advanced tools to see if other planets could support life. I want you to take a minute and think about, what do you think a planet would need to support life? Habitable. Having the conditions necessary to support life. This is the word we're going to be using in our class to describe a place which could support life outside of our planet. So we're looking for habitable planets or habitable solar systems outside of Earth or outside of the Milky Way galaxy. We will go over how to use the glossary once we have access to Amplify, but know that all of these words will be available to you all year long, and you can always refer back to them as you need them. So this unit, in the next couple of chapters, we're going to be trying to find, overall, how can we search for evidence that other planets were once habitable? So saying that they were once able to support life in the past. That's what we're going to be looking for throughout the unit. But today, we're going to be just introducing ourselves to rocky planets. A rocky planet is any planet with a solid surface, such as Earth or Mars, meaning that the planet is solid, not a gas or liquid. So take a quick look at our solar system. As you can see, we are located third from the sun. There's the sun, and then we have Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Rocky planets are good places to start looking for life beyond Mars. Since Earth supports life, scientists have focused on nearby planets to see if they were once habitable. The reason why you focus on rocky planets is because it gives a solid surface that life could sustain on. Mercury, Venus, and Mars are similar to Earth in some important ways. They are close to the sun and made of solid rock. This image to the left shows their relative size. Earth is actually the largest of the 4 of the rocky planets we're going to be talking about. So let's go back to the solar system. And if you notice, there is an asteroid belt that separates Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars from the outer larger planets. We focus on Mercury, Venus, Earth, and Mars because of the proximity or the closeness to the sun. And we know that we need the sun for heat and to support life. So today we're going to investigate, how does our understanding of Earth help us learn about other rocky planets? So we're going to look at what we know about Earth to see what we can kind of already figure out without really having to go there about the other planets. So this activity that you're going to do is going to be a group activity. You're going to be in groups of 3 or 4, and you're going to compare the rocky planets. Now, each of your group are going to get 4 different cards. There's going to be the atmosphere of Venus, the geosphere of Venus, the hydrosphere of Venus, and the biosphere of Venus. We have all of these 4 sections, these spheres, for each one of the planets we're studying, including Venus, Mercury, Mars, and of course, Earth. Now let's go back. System, a set of interacting parts forming a complex whole. Now, I introduced the words hydrosphere, atmosphere, geosphere, and biosphere as systems on Earth. Hydro means water, so hydrosphere has to do with all the liquid water inside of our planet. Atmosphere is all the air above the ground, all the way up until you reach the outer space or pass the outer space or the end of the ozone layer. The geosphere is the ground, is the rocks. It's the non-living ground. And biosphere would be the actual living things on the planet. As student planetary geologists, we need to determine which planets are good places to search for evidence of habitability. We already know that rocky planets are more similar to Earth than other planets. This activity will help us compare Earth to other rocky planets so we can learn more about where to search for evidence of habitability. So you're going to get into groups of 4 and you're going to compare. Now, in your groups, you're going to go on Google Classroom, and in here you'll be able to click on rocky planets. Now, before you even start, you need to write the names of all the people in your group. Only one person needs to do this. Only one person needs to do this. You will then share with the 3 other people in the group. So if you're the group leader, you will share with the people in the group so everybody can be working on this at the same time. Once you have one document, each of you would choose a different sphere. One would do the atmosphere, biosphere, geosphere, and then the hydrosphere. You will take the cards. So let's say I was doing atmosphere. I would read about the atmosphere of all of the planets. The atmosphere of all of the planets. As I read, so I click on atmosphere because that's what I'm doing, I would take notes about each of the atmospheres for the 4 planets. Someone else will be doing the biosphere, someone else will be doing the geosphere, and someone else will be doing the hydrosphere. If you miss class and you are working on this separately, I ask that you actually do all the portions because you will be added to a group later on. So if you miss the class and you don't have a group, you are working on all of the parts independently. So you will be doing all of the readings. So all 4 parts for all 4 planets. So you would complete this on your own. If you have questions, please message me on Jupiter.